Most people think you need to run Facebook ads, chase clients, trade crypto, start an OnlyFans account to make serious money online. But today I'm going to show you exactly how I make $877 per day just helping local business owners rank higher on Google and get Google reviews. That's it. You can see this is my Stripe account. You can see the hover animation. This is legit. Last month I made over $26,000 just helping local business owners get Google reviews. This does not include any other form of revenue. So if you stick around, I'll show you how to set clients up, how to sell clients, no fluff, just show you the real deal. Let's dive into it. Before we dive into actually getting clients and setting them up and getting them to pay you month after month, I want to just put this in perspective to show you all the people that are already winning and already having results. This is GoHighLevel's SaaSpreneur Award. You can see I've got it right back there. You can see Review Harvest right here. And I was a winner last year in 2024. I'm down here somewhere with all these other 400, 500 people. If I just look up review, there we go. Review Harvest right there. You see, I won the SaaSpreneur Award, and there's 400, 500 other people that won. You have to have at least 100 recurring active SaaS customers to win the Gold Award. It's 500 for the Platinum, and I think 1,000 for the Diamond. And so you can see people are doing this. This is not some hypey, scammy thing. This is legit. Like, people are actually having success. Over 500 people won an award last year. And so if you can just kind of follow this simple business model of setting up this one automation for local business owners to get them reviews, it is totally possible. It's not easy, but it's totally possible, and it's super simple. At this point, you're probably like, that sounds great, but I don't know how to code, and I don't have the money to hire a developer, or I don't have the money to start this business. It sounds like it's a lot to set up. Well, the best part is that's where GoHighLevel is. So GoHighLevel has even the playing field for pretty much everybody, because now everybody has access to basically their own custom branded software for $97 per month. You can see all these features are included for 3 different sub accounts, which means you can have like 3 clients set up, right? For $97 per month. And for $297 a month, you have unlimited clients. And so you get all these features included for $297 a month for unlimited sub accounts. So you can see how crazy that is. They have made your own custom software. You can put your logo on, your domain, all that stuff, available now to pretty much anybody with a credit card, right? And so the best part is that you get a 14-day free trial when you sign up with them, but if you sign up with my link down below in the description, you'll get an extended 30-day trial, and you'll get access to my templates, my scripts, my community, my coaching calls, my 8-hour course that goes through everything exactly how I set up my business to help local business owners get Google reviews, automate the process, and make some semi-passive income, about $26,000 per month right now. So instead of having to hire developers and figure all this stuff out on your own, you can start on day one with a proven software that people have made work and made a bunch of money off of. You don't have to worry about the product not being good enough, because it is. And if you're wondering, like, why the heck would a business owner pay $200 a month just to get more reviews and kind of automate that process? I get it. I was in the same boat. And number one, this is a really simple one: automation. You're going to save a whole bunch of time. A lot of these business owners are trying to get their employees to do it. They're trying to do it manually. And a lot of them are spending an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a week on responding to reviews, requesting reviews, following up, repurposing them to social media content. And so just off the bat, you're going to save them anywhere from 10 to 30 hours a month, depending on the size of the business, right? But the second thing is that it's a pretty easy sell. Once you get them on the call, you're like, hey, let's pull up, your business name. Let's pull up your business, your main keyword, or whatever, and let's see, so HVAC Destin, Florida. You can see $31 per click. These people, this is paid real estate, baby. These people are paying for clicks and calls and all that stuff. But you can see right here, this is the free spot. So this is the map pack. These people are getting free clicks, free calls. You basically just say, hey, based off what you told me about how many customers you have, I think we could probably get you an extra 300 or 400 reviews. Do you think if you had an extra 300 or 400 reviews, we'd be able to get you ranking a little higher and maybe get people to choose your business over Quality Air because they only have 170 reviews? Like what are the odds you think that would happen for you? And they'll say, yeah, I guess if I had 300 more reviews, I probably would definitely get more business, right? And then you just say, okay, cool. What's one customer worth to you, right? And so HVAC, it's like one HVAC install is $5,000 to $12,000, right? So they're paying you $100, $200 a month. You make one additional sale, you're good for a little while, right? And so that's why it's kind of a no-brainer. It's like, hey, based on what you told me, you're sitting on like 300 reviews. I'm either going to get you those reviews or not, right? It's very black and white. You'll be able to tell. And so if we don't get you those reviews, we'll just give you money back. No worries at all. But if we do, you'll start ranking higher. You'll get more customers. You'll get more free leads from Google. And so that's why business owners are willing to actually pay you a couple $100 a month to do this, to save time and to get more customers. So now for the meat and potatoes, how do you actually get them reviews, right? So they're paying us for this now, or they said yes to it when they want us to get them reviews. What do we do? So the first thing you do is you need to create a high-level account. So you can feel free to sign up with my link down below in the description. You'll get a 30-day trial instead of 14 days. So you can take some more time to get some clients, maybe get some paying clients so you can pay for the subscription that way. But also when you sign up with my link, you'll get the snapshot that goes over all my templates, all my scripts, all that stuff. And you'll also get coaching calls with me and my community, all that stuff. But once you create an account, you'll go to the sub-accounts view. You want to create a new sub-account. Once you're here, you'll have the snapshot that I gave you. And so this is the title of it. It's for Clay's Affiliates right here. You'll select on that snapshot, and then you could try to find your client on Google Maps. A lot of times you're probably just going to have to add the customer manually. But let's see if we can find a Halloween business. Yeah, Halloween Adventure Shop. There we go. So we can go ahead and create a sub-account. And so once again, if you can't find them on Google Maps, then you can just go ahead and add their information manually. This is not creating a user. This is just creating a sub account that you can kind of zero into. That's just going to be specifically for this client, right? So it's not going to add them. We're going to have to add them as a user after this, but this is just creating their account where we can build their automations, add their contacts, get them reviews, repurpose the reviews, all that sort of stuff. So now I'm going to add some dummy information here and create this account. All right, once you add the information of the business right here, like their phone number, their website, stuff like that, you can go ahead and click on Add Sub-Account. So when you do this, it's going to create their account that we can add to them as a user. They'll have a login. They can log in and play around, add contacts, see all the reviews coming in, stuff like that. And so now we're going to go ahead and switch their sub-account. We're going to walk through what an onboarding call would be like, right? So what you want to do is you want to go either meet with this business owner in person, you want to get them on a Zoom call, you want to get them to share their screen, and then what you want to do is you want to add them as a user to this account. So you want to go to settings, and then you want to go to my staff, and then you want to add them as a user. So add their phone number, their email, and they'll be able to log on with their information. And then from there, they can click on Launchpad and then click on Connect. So this is going to connect their Google Business Profile so that we're able to respond to their reviews, grab their Google review link, and do everything we need to do so they pay us every single month and help them rank higher on Google and get more customers. So after they connect their Google Business Profile, we're going to want to go to their contacts, and we're going to want to upload their list of previous customers. So if they are using a tool that integrates with CRMConnector, then you will be able to click on integration. You could get a CRMConnector account. And so once, if you do create an account with CRMConnector, I think it's like $17 a month. And if they support one of the integrations here that your customer uses, so your customer might use Sweep and Go, they might use Square, they might use Workies, they might use any of these different CRMs to manage all their information, then instead of having to upload a CSV file, like instead of them having to go and download or whatever, all you have to do is click on integration here, connect that specific account, and it's going to automatically pull in all their previous customers for the review reactivation. And if you don't know what a review reactivation is, basically that is the first play in our playbook where we reactivate all their previous customers to help them get a whole bunch of reviews up front. So this gets them a big win in the first couple of weeks. So they're like, oh my gosh, this review company is amazing, right? And the great thing about CRMConnector is that it's also going to pull in all the new customers they're getting. So every time those customers are being added to high level, we can send that review request out. And that way we'll continue to get them reviews. And it's not going to be a one-time thing where they pay us once like, oh, you're not getting me any new reviews, because they're either not adding customers manually or we don't have some sort of integration, right? But with CRMConnector, it'll do that all for us. And so once we get all those previous contacts in here, whether it's through a CSV file, importing file customers here, or whether it is through GHL Connector, from there, what you want to do is you want to go get them to connect their social media accounts. So from here, we want them to connect Facebook, connect Instagram, Google Business Profile again. It's a different sort of access. So they'll have to connect their Google Business Profile here again. But now this will allow us to, every time they get a 5-star review, we can just, you'll see that there's a marketing section. After they connect their accounts, you'll just be able to click on post reviews, select 5-star reviews only, upload some photos, and you'll be able to automatically post all of their 5-star reviews. And think about that from the business's perspective. If they're paying you $179 a month, right, and you haven't talked to them a month or two, but every time they log on Facebook, we've posted, or your business has posted a couple of reviews automatically, it reminds them that yes, they are providing a service, they're helping our business grow, and so it helps you stay top of mind and makes them not think, oh, they're not doing anything, they're just sitting back and collecting our money. So that's what I love about social media posts. Some people won't even care about the automated review posting at all, which is fine. But for the people that do, it seems to be a really big selling point. And those are kind of the most important things to get done on the call. After you get off the call, you can come in here and you can go to settings. you can grab their review link. So once it's connected, you'll be able to grab their Google review link right here, and you can just add that to the custom values. I'll go over custom values here in a second. You can turn on reviews AI, so you can automatically respond to all the reviews. You can even create specific agents to respond in a certain manner, right? So you want to be optimistic, you want to be empathetic, solution-oriented, or you can create your own from scratch, give it your own prompt, and select the tone for it, and just select what reviews you want to respond to, like 4 and 5-star reviews or negative reviews, which is really cool. So now we can have basically separate agents for 5-star reviews than we have for 1-star reviews, right? The 1-star reviews, we probably want to be very solution-oriented. We probably want to be empathetic, whereas with the 5-star reviews, we can probably just be more, more playful, grateful, friendly, stuff like that. So that's how you turn on automated review responses. From there, once all their contacts are in here, and so these custom values we baked in here with the snapshot that I provide anybody that signs up to GoHighLevel with my link. You'll get it automatically just as soon as you sign up with my link. And so when I built this out, I wanted to be able to onboard new users, new customers in 15 minutes and really only have to change values in here. I don't have to go all over the workflows and all over the templates to change stuff every time. And so what a custom value is this custom value, we can just edit this value here once and it's going to change it all across the sub account, right? And so it's basically thinking like a placeholder. So I can just change this Google review link with a different review link, and then it's going to change all the other templates and scripts and places on this sub account that Google review link is mentioned. So before you launch this live, you want to come down here and fill it out. So I'll go over briefly some of these. So obviously Google review link, you know, that is logo link. This is a photo of their logo for the emails, stuff like that. Personalized image. We send out review requests with personalized images so that we can auto-populate the end customer's name on it. And we use a tool called Nifty Images for that. But basically, let's say you reach out to Sally. Well, then we can add Sally's name to that photo to get her attention, right? The fourth thing is business owner first name. That's for the text messages. Business name, that's for text messages. Domain, that's for the email sending stuff. So we're able to automate a lot of the processes by just adding this domain in here by default. Once you set up your sending domain, I have plenty of other videos on that on the channel. How many review requests should be sent out every 14 days? So this is basically an internal notification system. So if your customer isn't adding contacts, then we're not getting reviews, right? If we're not getting the reviews, they're going to churn. And so we want to be notified if a customer is not adding contacts and we're not actually sending review requests out. And so based off the volume of the customer and their business and how many review requests they should be sending out, you set this value here so that you can be notified if they're not sending as many review requests that you want, right? How many times should we follow up? So this is going to be different based off of whether it's a recurring service or whether it's a one-time service, right? If it's a one-time service, you probably want to follow up a couple times. If they're getting served every week or every 2 weeks and they're going to be re-added to the workflow, you might not want to follow up at all. So you can edit that there. And then the rest is just like, should we ask for a referral if they've already left a review? That's baked in here. You can just say yes or no there. But those are just some of the custom values that run kind of the brains of the operations of the sub account. And once you do all that, you're good to go. You're ready to rock and roll. You just go to contacts. You'll select all the contacts and you'll click on add to automation. And you'll go ahead and find the workflow that you want to add to. So you can just do the review reactivation. You can title it. This is just for tracking. So we're going to just title it review reactivation. And you can either add them in drip mode. I normally do 2 every 20 minutes, but it just depends on the size of the list. Or you can just add them on a scheduled time. If it's like 5 or 10 contacts, you can just add them all at once. But if it's hundreds or thousands, I would recommend probably doing 2, adding 2 contacts. And yeah, that's the meat and potatoes. That's how you actually get people reviews. So now what you're probably waiting for, how do you actually get customers? How do you actually get these business owners to be interested in what you're selling? And I wish I had some magic pill that I could give you for $1,000 in a $9.99 course and sell it to you, but I don't. Okay, this is actually just what I did. I'm going to give you the information for free, give you the scripts that I send out. This is legit how I did it. And so step 1, what I recommend to everybody is get proof, not profit, right? Get proof that you have helped this business go from X reviews to Y reviews, or helped them, get this amount of customers, this amount of new calls from Google before you worry about getting paid. That just served me really well, just so I could get reps under my belt, so that then I felt confident enough charging and selling this service to people, right? And so how I did that was friends, family, phone contacts, Instagram followers, all that sort of stuff. The message I sent out to my network, to like for warm outreach or whatever, was pretty simple. Hey name, launching this new business/service to help business owners get Google reviews. This allows them to rank higher on Google so more people can find them. I'm doing it for free. I just want to get some feedback. Do you know any business owners who'd be interested? Make sure you say, do you know anybody who'd be interested? Not, are you interested, right? You're not really soliciting them. It's a small tweak, but even if they own a business, you want to ask if they know anybody, right? If they want it for their own business, they'll just say, yeah, I'm interested. And if they don't, they might send somebody your way, right? After you go ahead and get some people set up just from your warm network of people already know, like, and trust you, now we can go use that trust to go start making some money, right? So I use my network first, and then I went to my area. So I did cold outreach to my area, my local area, but I was able to use being in the same local area to leverage some of that trust. So you're going to have a certain amount of trust if you can sit down with somebody face to face, or if y'all go to the same church, you know the same people, or you have some mutual friends. Just saying that you are from their area is going to generate a lot of trust, okay? And so I recommend reaching out to people locally in your area. And then from there, step 3 was kind of turn it on steroids, which was using all the proof that you've gotten from your network, from the local cold outreach, and now go ahead and do ads. So run ads to your local area. I live in a place that has like 15,000 year-round residents, and I was able to go from about 30 to 60 customers just by running local ads. And I did that in about 2 months. And so the cold outreach script that you can screenshot this, the cold outreach script I used for, start reaching out to people cold in your area is this one right here. And then you can turn that on turbocharge by doing ads. And then the hardest transition I probably made was going from local ads to national, right? Nobody knows you, nobody trusts you, nobody likes you. People, you have worse show up rates to the calls, you have worse close rates. It's a harder sell because they don't know you from anybody. And so that was one of the hardest transitions I had to make. So that's why I recommend starting locally. And if you live in an area that has 100,000 people, you could probably grow a $10,000, $20,000, even $30,000 per month business just staying in your local area. And one more thing I want to say, guys, is that this is hard. I've been on the other side of watching these YouTube videos, getting all excited, paying for something, and then just being disappointed and just realizing that YouTube video was just hype. And now when you actually get into it, it's not as easy as they made it sound, right? And maybe even they don't give all the information away, or they're trying to charge more. And so seriously, guys, like, if you want to sign up for high level with my link, that's great. I'm not here to sell you anything. I want to set proper expectations, and this is difficult. I remember times when I would stay up till 2 a.m. working, and I would go lay down and I would get a couple hours of sleep, and then just my body would naturally wake me up at like 5 o'clock, and I couldn't sleep. I was just so stressed about bills to pay and all that stuff. So like, if you don't have any money coming in, like, go get a part-time job, go to a full-time job, and build this on the side, because this is hard. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes weeks, months, and maybe even a year to get it to where you're like, okay, sweet, I'm making like $5,000 a month. This is awesome, right? It took me about a year and a half to hit my first $20,000 a month. And it took me about 7 or 8 months to hit my first $10,000 a month, because I had an agency and kind of burned it down. I had an agency that made almost $20,000 per month, and I kind of burned it down and started at about $3,000 or $4,000 per month. Had to start over again. And it took me months to get it back up to $10,000 per month. And so it's not easy, especially if you don't have any prior experience. It's going to be a lot, but it is possible, right? It is a simple business, not easy, but simple. And so if you're able to stick to something for a year or 2 years, then yes, great, jump on this. But this could just be another shiny object to you if you're not willing to put in the work. So all my training, access to coaching calls with me, my courses, my templates, all that stuff is available for $299 a month, but I do not want you to pay $299 a month. I would much rather you just sign up with my link down below in the description to High Level. You're going to get an extended 30-day trial. You pay the same exact rate. I just get a percentage of it, and I get to give you a whole bunch of free coaching. It's a good deal for everybody. If you already have High Level, you can just upgrade to the next plan with my link, and you'll get access to all this stuff for free. My sales and onboarding call recordings, a 7-day A to Z reputation agency course, how to start from zero and have it up and running and have your first client within 7 days, all that stuff. As you can see, we have 4 coaching calls a week, 1 with a Facebook ads expert and 3 with me. And I'd love to just kind of meet you where you are and help you out. So look forward to seeing you in the community. And if you like this video, feel free to check out the next one. It's a 9-hour video showing you exactly how I run my entire business from scratch, all the way from starting with nothing to having a business up and running and getting paid.